Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Long Dark Wintermute Redux with Gazbeard. We're in the Poachers Camp, the railway derailment in the middle of Forlorn, Muskeg. And I poked my nose out after we woke up and it was minus 16 Celsius, so I thought, well, we'll just wait for the day to warm up a bit. We're not particularly hungry or thirsty right now, so I'm cooking an extra piece of wolf meat, which will give the day a chance to warm up. While that's cooking, I just want to check these pelts. I don't believe they've cured at all. They haven't, but they have started to lose a bit of condition, so we're going to need to take them onwards with us. Now, remembering we've got to get across to the hunting blind over there, and we are running heavy. I'm going to drop a bunch of stuff here, which we can do while we're waiting for that meat to cook. I'm going to keep a couple of bits of coal with us just in case we've got to put a fire down when we get across there. Nothing in the medicine side we can drop. We can drop those socks. We can drop those spare red thermals. We can drop that spare set of blue mitts. We can drop one of these hats. On the food side, we can drop that tin. Drop that MRE, that's heavy. We're back under 45 kilos. There's a few things in here that we can drop that we don't need to take with us. But I've got to think about picking them up again, so we can drop the torch. We can drop... I don't really want to drop the hacksaw, but I guess we can. I don't know if we'll need the pry bar or not, but I'll drop that lamp oil. Might need the torches with us, although we have got the flares. We're carrying 4 flares now. What about this? Well, we don't need to carry the saplings with us, even though they won't cure in here. So we'll drop them. Puts us down to just over 40 kilos. That'll allow us to move quite quickly. We'll pick that lot up when we come back. I'm going to speed cook that meat, and then I'm going to eat it. This fire is still from last night. We gained about 2.5 hours outdoor burning time because of the location of the fire. Right, we still need to eat more, so I'm going to eat that piece of venison. And just duck back inside beside the fire, keep warm while we just eat a couple of other bits and pieces. I'll eat a couple of cattails. And I think we'll eat another pair because I don't want to have to stop and eat when we are across at the hunting blind. We don't have a lot of water on us. Oh, we've still got that piece of wolf to eat. I should have eaten that. Never mind. We'll eat what we can off it. Just to take the weight down, 4.49. It's just about a half kilo. We've got just under a litre of water on us, which should be more than enough. Let's have the flare pistol out. We'll come back and get our bits later. Still an hour and a half on the fire, but never mind. Right. Now I believe we've got one gut on us. As a decoy. Yes, we have. I'm being a little bit cagey here because I don't want to get jumped by animals. And I'm trying to think of the best way across to that hunting blind. I think I can see it. I don't want to get caught out on the ice at all. That looks like our dead wolf there. Hope I can run across this a little bit. Yeah, it's safe enough. And it's that island there that we've got to get to. A dead deer there. And as much as I would love to get his skin, I don't think we can afford the time if we want to get to the hunting blind and get back before this weather closes down. There's another dead animal there. Looks like another deer. Now, I've no idea what we'll find at the hunting blind, if anything. This is very much a fishing trip. Can we get across? Ah, we'll go this way. We've got solid ground this way. It's just that we don't want to go in that way. If we can clear whatever's at the hunting blind now, while we're going up and down the middle of the Muskeg, it means that we won't have to do it at another time. We don't need those rose hips. Hang on, where is the hunting blind? Is it across there? Yes, there it is. Damn it, I was sure it was on this island. Right, so we've got to go. We're in completely the wrong location here. And we've got no path to it from here either. Okay, I messed that up royally. So, we're going to have to pick all our stuff up. I need to see where the route is. I need to get up on these rocks. Don't think I can. I think the route goes around there. All the way around there. If I can get some elevation, I'll be able to check that. Well, maybe I can get round this way, go across here, down there, put back onto this one, and then down to it. Let's just have a quick look at it. And the wind's picked up. This is the last thing we want. But it is why I kept some flammable stuff with us. A lot depends on this piece of water, and whether I can get across this safely without going for a swim. Now then, can I get... I don't know if I can get down this way. We'll give it a go. I really don't know if we can or not. I don't know the centre of the Muskeg very well. I know the outer edges of it very, very well. But the centre I very rarely use. A bit wide for crossing. We may have to come back and cut across there. wind's going to be blowing in our face on the way back. Oh, and I don't like the look of this at all. Alright, we've got one piece here. If we can get across this, I think we're there. Because this is quite narrow, we can get across that safe. Got a solid land bridge, reasonably solid. Tons of rose hips on the way here. I should really be harvesting them, but we don't actually need them. We've got a feather, so there's a dead guy here somewhere. Hello, mate. Sorry to disturb you. Oh. Well, I didn't expect that. That's a surprise. Lake cabin number 1.
I think I can use this.
An energy drink, another toque. Check his backpack. Can opener, a flare, nuts and stuff, soda. Okay, all good. We'll take that wood back to the derailment. What's up in here? Box of matches. Granola bar. We've got a very good vantage point up here. Right, I think that's going to be pretty much it. Unless there's anything to the back of the island. Not that I can see. Right, we want to go back the way that we came, essentially. Again, lots of rose hips here. Gotta try and remember the way back. Of course, we're heavier going back. We've got the wind in our face. It's all marvellous, of course. Follow our own footsteps back. These wider bits of water are the danger points. We don't know if they can carry the extra weight that we're now carrying. We're just going to have to trust that they can. And hope that our footsteps stay visible until we do get back. We are losing temperature. So we're going to have to set another fire when we get back. And our footsteps have disappeared. However, I do believe this is the route that we used. Or was it across that way? But I'm pretty sure it was this route. This, of course, is where the Muskeg gets you. Yeah, it must have been this route, because that stretch of water there is way too wide for me to have crossed. Temperature's holding reasonably well. believe this is where we came over. Shelter from the wind by this rock. Straining both ears for any sound of either a wolf or a bear. I can hear a wolf howling off in the distance. I believe he's under those cliffs over there. I can see one wandering over there. We've still got quite a long way to go. I believe this was our route. Past these fallen trees. And if we're going to have to light a fire to warm up again, might as well take a piece of this in, cook it. And drop that firewood here. Somehow we've gained even more weight there. What did we actually pick up from that guy? It was only some bits of food, wasn't it? There's a quarter kilo energy drink there. Oh, we should have dropped that sweater. Never mind. We can eat that immediately. Drink that soda immediately. Then we don't actually need to eat that piece of meat. Take a quick drink from there. And with that, providing nothing untoward happens, we don't even need to cook that piece of meat. We can leave it here against future visits to the Muskeg. Right, so nothing here to pick up. Our temperature is rising naturally, so it would be nice to get a fire down. It's not quite midday. If we could get an hour in the sleeping bag with a fire, then we should be able to make it up to Jeremiah's quite easily. Light the torch first. There we go.
Turned out pretty well.
Beautifully done. That piece of cedar, that's an hour and 9. And add a couple of sticks. Oops, one too many. I want to be able to move as soon as we wake up, so let's pick our bits up. We're going to be heavily over encumbered again.
Starting to weigh me down.
Yeah. Not much we can do, mate. I'm going to take them with us. We'll leave this metal and wood and coal here. Oh, we're getting 3 points of warm up there. However, I am going to sleep for 1 hour. It's just fully warmed up. Still got 27 minutes on the fire. What weight are we carrying? 48.54. Visibility's disappearing again. I hear crows. We've certainly got time to reach Mystery Lake. The game auto-saving is putting a stutter and judder on things. Now we've got one more sapling to pick up, which is one that we didn't harvest, which was a birch sapling. I'm being very much the optimist with these saplings because I've no idea. I thought that was the bear right there. You trolls hinterland, that tree stump or whatever it is, it looks exactly like the shape of a bear. There's crows over there and there's a deer carcass on the snow there. So there's lots of carcasses lying around in the Muskeg and in broken railroads, so you should always be able to get meat without having to fight an animal. And of course the Muskeg is very well known for being chock full of cattails, which are a very good food source as well in this game. I think we need to get off the actual railway sleepers themselves. Be able to walk a bit smoother. So all I'm wanting to do now is just to our left over that hill. I want to jump up and over it. Get the birch sapling that's up there, and then we're heading out of the Muskeg back to Jeremiah for the next phase, which will probably be having to hunt the bear down and pick a fight with him. But we should be able to rationalise our inventory. wolves over there howling. First I thought they were over there, they're not, they're behind us. There's that birch sapling. You see it through there. It's only the second birch sapling we've seen, so I don't want to leave here without it. I want to have it back to the camp office and curing. Gotta be a little careful here, because if the regular bears are about, we're on the edge of one of their patrols here. Again, I'm leaving these cattails in case we do come back. Want to leave ourselves plenty of resources whenever we can. We don't need them at all at the moment, or even for the next several days. So, no point collecting them. Apart from which, we would really struggle to carry them now. It's all too quiet. The wind's gone. Oh, and well, there's some songbirds in the trees over there. Everything's gone way too quiet, so I'm just going to save the game here before we go any further. Wintermute Forlorn Muskeg. There's the migrant crows. Right. This is a perfect bottleneck for a meeting with the old bear. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but that's one of the reasons why I just saved the game. Uh-oh. It's happening. There he is. Crap. And we are out in the open this time.
Ah, not feeling so cocky now, huh? And all it took was for me to go full-on Grizzly Adams. I'd better get out of here before he comes back.
What? And I noticed the bear spear is now on our weapons bar as well. Anybody else notice that? See? Down here. Now, I've no idea why he said that the old bear was not so cocky now. We haven't fought him. Seems kind of strange. But the old bear did look a bit beaten up there. as if we have been through a fight, but oh, maybe we were supposed to meet up with him at that Forest Talkers cache at the north side of the Muskeg. We forgot to swing past it because I was focused on getting to the two hunting blinds. Maybe that's what it was. Now, I have to make a decision here. Do I go straight to Jeremiah, or do I go down to the down to the camp office, dump off all my crafting stuff, clean up his rifle, and keep his rifle with me when I go back to see him? I think that is actually going to be the better option. So I'm kind of confused now as to what's happening with the bear, because I can't help feeling that we've missed something out. That there was something we should have done, or somewhere that we should have gone before we left the Muskeg. Well, I guess we can always go back to the Muskeg once we've offloaded all our gear. And I'm coming this way and staying high. Yeah. Because of him. Right. Drop the gut for him. Let him come trotting in. You we probably will harvest later. Especially if you keep running down there to die. That's going to leave you pretty close to the camp office for us. As I was saying before he so rudely interrupted me, oh, he's up there now. Just got a glimpse of the flare burning as he dodged over the top of that ridge. I've got a feeling there was something that we should have done in the Muskeg, or somewhere that we should have gone, and we were probably due to have a fight with the bear. And that's why Mackenzie said what he did about having to go full on Grizzly Adams, and the bear wasn't so cocky now. No doubt it will all become clear when we speak to Jeremiah. Yeah, there's the wolf's blood heading up there. So he's probably gone to die in the back road from the camp office that goes round to the lakeside cottages. We've still got quite a ways to walk down here. I'll be ever so glad to get rid of all of this crafting gear. I wish we'd brought the rest of the guts from the Poachers Camp though. Because I've got a feeling we're short on them. I don't think we've got very many at all. I'm hoping that once we've... well, that should be the wolf cull for us. We've then only got the deer to kill. And as we've got a rifle cleaning kit, once we get Jeremiah's rifle cleaned up, then we should be able to get the deer quite easily. We have only got the one rifle kit, one firearm cleaning kit though. However, we do have the key for cabin number 1. Preserve nature's balance in nearby areas by reducing the wolf population. Objective complete. So that wolf's just died somewhere on the other side of that ridge. So we can go harvest him. Bring his bits back to the camp office, and I'll probably do that outside the video because we're already 5 minutes over on this one. And you've seen me harvest enough wolves. I don't believe I need to show you how to do it again. We're just round the corner from the camp office now. And keep hearing some odd noises up there. No idea what they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thank you all for watching and ask that you give the video a like and leave your comments and questions down below. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click the bell icon so that any new videos from me show up on your own homepage on YouTube when you log into YouTube. And I'll see you in the next video. And that deer there is going to be our harvested deer to finish that quest. So I'll probably save that for doing at the beginning of the next video, and then we'll go up and see Jeremiah and take all the bits and pieces up to him. It's been great having you here. I'll see you again on Tuesday. Oh, we've got a bit of meat here, good. Right. From me, as always, it's never goodbye, it's just bye for now. Have a great week, everybody.